I'm Jim Elam. I'm the county surveyor. A lot of you folks know who I am, but even those folks probably wonder what a county surveyor does. We are part of the development review process. We fit in after all of your planning issues should have been behind you at that point when you're submitting a final plat. Your professional land surveyor is going to draft that plat and submit it to our office, and hopefully we don't get involved in a lot of things with notes and what you can and can't do with the property. We're more about ORS 92 and like 209, 250, that basically we're checking to make sure that you meet the minimum requirements on the plat, that there's a north arrow and math works and that sort of thing. But we deal not just with this planning group, but potentially with 17 different other planning authorities in the county. All of the plats in the county come through our office. So just like a lot of you have the challenge, we do too, of trying to interface with a number of different agencies, and not everybody interprets things the same, but we make it through all of those. Part of our vision in that, and our Pledge of Allegiance goes more like, I see our role as facilitating the orderly development of the properties in Washington County to their highest and best use. We're here to facilitate that. We don't really see ourselves as a regulator. What you can and can't do, somebody else worries about that. We make sure you meet the minimum requirements to record a plat, and then we sign it and take it down. Some of the other things we do, though, that indirectly affects you is public land corners. A lot of folks don't think much about those. But there are 3,400 public land corners in the county, and we're challenged with maintaining and making sure that those are there. I'd concentrate our efforts more in the urban-rural interface area, because that's where your development's going on, that's where you need the control, and that's where those activities are more likely to destroy a corner. So it doesn't make sense to expend our resources out in the Coast Range, although that would be more fun. I like doing those corners, but it's the ones here in the urban area that we actually need. Another thing that we do is road surveying. Actually, about 80% of my time is done other than development review, actually looking at plats and such. But we have 1,220 miles of county roads, and probably 460 of those have what I would characterize as a modern survey, meaning that you could expect to go out there and find the right-of-ways monumented. There's monument boxes down the center line, so when you go to develop your property, your surveyor isn't out there trying to do the impossible. We do spend quite a bit of resources on that. Since I've been county surveyor, we've actually filed about 176 miles worth of surveys, but 60% of the county roads don't have a modern survey on them. So that's a challenge that we have. And as far as our development review numbers, we haven't really seen a big increase, but what we have seen over the last year or so is a change in the nature of the projects. The Measure 3749 partitions, small partitions, rural areas, and that was pretty much all we had a few years ago. That we're seeing it change now. We're seeing 200 lot subdivisions come in. So for us, there's an economy in that. We can review a large plat just about as easily as a little plat. In fact, sometimes a big plat out in a large piece of property is not going to have all those fence issues and things that you're going to get with an infill project. That's about all I had. I'll be here afterwards, so if there's specific questions, that's it.
Were there any questions?